look at our future, the challenges we're about to face are numerous. However, there is a blueprint to try and overcome these challenges, the Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs. But what are SDGs and how can investors use them to enhance their portfolios while still creating a better future? And Jan Anton, how do Robeco's investment portfolios then align with the SDGs?
So our SDG framework analyzes a company's impacts on these global goals, and we do that by analyzing a company in 3 different steps. So in the first step of the framework, we identify what the impact is of the products and services that the companies provide on the SDGs. Then we move to the second step of the SDG framework. And here we ask, what is the impact of a company's operations? Think about gender equality or corporate governance. Those are relevant factors that we take into account. Then finally, we move to the third step. And here we check whether or not the company is involved in any controversies that have negative impacts on the SDGs. Once we've done this assessment for each of the companies in our investable universe, we know which ones are providing solutions and that we should be investing in, and which ones have negative impacts that we should avoid or that we should engage with to make better in the future.
It's great that we've set up our own scoring system, but how can we be so sure it's an accurate one?
So we did research on whether our SDG score is good at identifying which companies have positive impacts and which have negative impacts. So let me walk you through what we did. So as you see on the slide, first of all, what we did is we collected exclusion lists from some of the world's largest asset owners. These are companies that are excluded for being involved in tobacco or thermal coal. And as you can see on the screen, most of these companies get negative SDG scores. But of course, we also want to know if companies with positive impact get good SDG scores. So what we did is we look at some of the world's best known sustainable thematic funds, focus on clean energy, healthcare and sustainable water. And what you find here is that nearly all of these companies that are in those very sustainable funds actually get very high SDG scores. So what we conclude from this is that our SDG score is really good at picking up both negative impacts by giving poor scores to companies on the exclusion list, but that it's also good at picking up companies with positive impacts, those providing the solutions that we need. And importantly, we also compare this to ESG ratings, which are the dominant rating in the market still, but they are not able to pick this up. So that's why we like to shape our sustainable investing strategies by using the SDGs.
So SDGs can really help us understand and rate a company's impact. They can have a positive impact on an investor's portfolio while creating a world more sustainable, for now and in the future. If you'd like to find out more about the Sustainable Development Goals, visit our Robeco website now.